Hello guys, welcome to Steve Knows. It has been an incredibly long day. You may have seen that I released a video yesterday of all the trailers that were revealed on all the new games that are coming out, but not all the information was shown at the showcase or in that video. So this one I'm going a bit more in depth to let you know what each game is about, the release period of when some games are dropping, and also the price if that information is available as well. So hopefully there's something here for you to get excited for and you learn something and this was all worth it. That is enough chin wagging. Let's get started. And today we do have a sponsor, but it's a legendary one, and there are some chances for you to win some goodies. This is a legendary VR franchise, arguably one of the best. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, one of the few VR games that I feel is very well rounded and is a miracle to be running on Quest due to its scale and deep narrative. This game is offering so many hours of play, and if you've not played it yet, what are you doing? This series will be on sale at different times throughout the month, depending on what platform you are on, but Meta and Steam platforms should be available from today, and PlayStation VR coming very soon. I'll leave links down below in the description so you can monitor the sales and perhaps purchase the title. And to celebrate, there is also a giveaway, thank you Skydance, for a chance for you guys to win a limited edition Walking Dead VR cover insert for your Quest headset. There are 500 of these up for grabs, and I'll leave the link down below in the description. This will be running from the 1st of June until the 14th. Good luck, tourist. Here we go. Underdogs is a dystopian physics-based brawler set in the next century in the new mech fighting capital of the world, UNBREAKABLE. You'll enter the fighting pits in your 5-ton gorilla mech and smash, punch, and tear your way through whatever folks the pitmaster throws your way. If you win, you can upgrade your mech to become even more powerful, with over 100 items including power tools like chainsaws and wrecking balls. There is also more than just the fighting side of the game though. We've been told they also have the ability to hire hackers and saboteurs. You'll have to hustle and deal with the gangsters who are running the street. The trailer does seem pretty gritty and intense. I am pretty interested to see where this game is going to go. Last November, Netflix and Tenderclaw revealed that they were bringing Stranger Things to VR, but you would play as the antagonist Vecna. So we will get to explore the Upside Down with stylized visuals that lend themselves rather well to the standalone hardware. In the trailer we get to see some well-loved characters like Eleven, as well as some legendary locations from the series. This should be releasing in the winter months, but you can pre-order it right now. Seems a little hasty though, but hey ho, I'd wait, but you can if you wish. BULLETSTORM, a hype title that will take us back an entire decade. I played this on my 360. BULLETSTORM is a flat screen title that has a place in many people's hearts that is coming to the Quest, and I love the look of this trailer. It looks rather grungy, it looks action-packed and stylized. So it won't look like an N64 title on Quest, and I won't name and shame, but oh my god. This will have a story-driven narrative designed for the VR medium. You'll be able to get creative with your killing like never before in a BULLETSTORM game. The Seventh Guest. This is from Vertigo Games, the legendary point-and-click adventure game that was released the year I was born actually, but it's now reimagined for virtual reality. The team is using volumetric video capture as well to create full-motion video storytelling of the original game. The mansion can also now be viewed in full stereoscopic 3D, but it is a haunted place, so you may find it moving as you play. And if you want a good scare and a creepy ethos, this title can keep you in suspense without spurting out tons of gore to create a thrill. This should be releasing in October, ready for that creepy season. SAMBA de AMIGO, and if I said that wrong, forgive me. And okay, this is not the best looking game, it looks a bit like Papa the Rapper on PlayStation 1, but as the trailer goes on, I can kind of feel the vibe that they were going for. It makes me want to dance and groove. This is based on Sega's original title Samba de Amigo, a rhythm game from the 90s that became very popular in arcades and on the Dreamcast console. 20 years later, Samba de Amigo comes to virtual reality for a hit of nostalgia, and hopefully I won't overdose. Nothing crazy here, it just looks like a good time to get you moving. GHOSTBUSTERS, Rise of the Ghost Lord. We were teased of this title before, and it sounds like Liam Neeson's in the trailer.
You think you know the whole story of the Ghostbusters.
Finally, we get to see quest visuals, and yes, it looks kind of poop. This is obviously a 4-player cooperative title, just like the original Gang, where you can cross your streams to take out the Ghost Lord and save San Francisco. But do we want to save it? Yes, lots of VR goes on there, so yes. A massive thank you to nDreams for this title, a well-respected studio, so I have faith that this is going to be a great release. This is expected to drop this fall, and yes, that was a full joke. Onward has an update, version 1.11. Onward is getting a Dench update this summer, version 1.11. 3 ones, that's got to be lucky, or is it 1-3 so it's 13 and it's unlucky? I do not know. They are offering new player animations, a new lobby environment, so a more exciting tent, which you could say will be intense. The shooting range has also been extended to help test your aim if you're an expert at the title already. There are 2 new weapons, and I'll try to get this out correctly because I am British, I'm more of a knife man myself. A heavy M240L machine gun and an Ultimax 100 light machine gun. Vampire the Masquerade Justice. Now this is a title that actually looks really decent, and it seemed like a video game more than an embodied character and a narrative, if I'm making any sense. This is from Fast Travel Games, a fantastic studio, and in this game you'll be exploring Venice, but not the romantic city your girlfriend might be bugging you to take her, but instead you're a vampire, at home in the shadows. And you'll have special abilities that will allow you to take out enemies and traverse through this city whilst drinking blood on a heavy Saturday night, passing judgment on those who deserve to be punished. Oh yes! This is aiming for a release this fall. Attack on Titan Unbreakable. Attack on Titan is getting an official endorsement. I wonder if it's related to that game that you can play on SideQuest, Attack on Quest, which if you are a big fan of course you're going to be very excited for this official release. But if you don't want to wait for this release, that game is available to play as well. The trailer doesn't really give too much away as it was a render of swinging through the town. Universe, spelt UniVRS, fantastic name, have brought this one to our headsets and are trying to make the ODM dream a reality. I am curious to see how well they deal with motion sickness though, as we are swinging around at high speeds. Assassin's Creed Nexus. It's nice to see this happening, but Ubisoft were like, nope, stop. You do not get to reveal. But it's great to know that this title is still alive after Splinter Cell got pushed to one side. Hopefully this is not going to be as buggy as a usual Ubisoft release. They don't have the best track record. Dungeons of Eternity. This title looked like an epic multiplayer title where you can play with up to 3 friends. This is from Resolution Games, a studio that always delivers good, well-made fun experiences. In Dungeons of Eternity though, you will engage in physics-based combat searching through randomly generated dungeons, packed with chambers, crypts, ruins, caverns, and more. You'll have to complete puzzles as well as take out monstrous creatures and avoid traps. And what I like to hear is this title has a progression system, so you feel like you're able to improve your skills, not just be stagnant the entire way, making it seem like it could be a complete game. If this game is done right, it could be straight fire. Or is it drip? Or Riz? Are any of these words right? Racket Club. I must admit I had to watch this trailer on repeat. I just kept on giggling at this small perspex box of 2 people playing some VR racquetball. It kind of reminded me of racquetball meets FIFA Street with the off-the-wall hits. So this can be played with up to 4 players. It's also from Resolution Games as well, who make good fun titles. So I will give this a go and give it a chance, but I doubt it's going to win any awards like Game of the Year. Or could it? There's also a social aspect to this title as well, so you're not just playing in these boxes, you can hang around with people from all over the world. It's always a good time to network, because who you know can make or break a career. Little Cities. This is from nDreams, the city creator, or as devs like to call it, City.Builder. Now that might be the nerdiest joke I've ever made. They are bringing a sandbox update coming in June. This will allow you to create your islands and population from scratch, so you can get creative without limits. They also promised more updates to be included within this as well, and the game is actually already released, so if you like the look of it, you can play it right now, no need to wait for the update. Death Game Hotel. This title has me scratching my head, super confused on what on earth is going on. White Owls, the devs, are bringing us a 1 to 5 player experience, which is deliberately weird and disturbing. There is a story mode with this title where you will gamble your life away by betting your body parts. You can also take this online with up to 5 players and have an experience that no other medium could provide, for better or worse. What limb could you do without? Ghost Signal, a Stellaris game, another game that is already released, but it's in this showcase. I don't make the rules, I just break them. Fast Travel Games is offering a single player experience that you can purchase right now. It's described as an action roguelite, where you will engage in intergalactic war games. The title is getting a fleet expansion, adding 2 new ships, the Pandora and the Iris. They are also adding an autosave mode to prevent some major stress of losing progress in certain cases, and a relax mode where you can just sit back, chill out, and enjoy an experience. And find your zen. This will cost you $20 or about £15. Power Wash Simulator, now the game that made my knees weak. Even though I would never do that much cleaning in the real world, Power Wash Simulator is coming to VR and it is a perfect fit. Training future car washers as well as a form of escapism. The title will only be 1 player though, there's no cooperative mode at least at launch, and it's going to offer 1-to-1 accuracy for realistic cleaning. If you've not seen this before, the aim of the game is basically clean everything with your jet wash, or your pressure washer, or power washer, whatever you want to call it. What ends up happening though is the spray becomes white noise, you just zone out. Now that's entertainment. I Expect You to Die 3, Cog in the Machine. One of the most loved franchises VR has to offer from Shell Games. The Secret Agent Puzzler continues this summer. You'll be able to pre-order this title with a 10% off incentive. While you wait, there are 2 titles before this so you can get some backstory on the evil Dr. Zor, who is once again up to no good and is scheming more schemes. This in a nutshell is like an escape room on steroids with a secret agent vibe. It is ever so charming. Silent Slayer Vault of the Vampire. This trailer was freaking creepy. The player was trying to be dead silent, complete a puzzle to sneak up on a vampire to drive a stake through his heart, which I think is a huge waste of such a nice cut of meat. Shell Games are offering up a single player experience full of jump scares and suspense, where you will have to slay vampires in their sleep by disarming their traps that surround their coffins so they can rest peacefully. But I guess they didn't realise Steve would be around. The next installment to a VR classic at this point, from the original PlayStation VR to the latest Quest and PC platforms. A cooperative story-driven zombie title, Arizona Sunshine 2. In the sequel you'll still be taking out zombies, but this time with a companion. A dog called Buddy, whose favourite meal is decaying thighs. Vertigo Games have hyped up a newly adjusted combat system that will feature new weaponry types and be much harder and more realistic. I hope the graphics have been improved since the last title, because that wasn't great at launch, but it did improve. I want more of this. Please continue to put a dog into a combat title. Wait. It doesn't die, does it? Don't let the dog die! NFL Pro Era. This sporty title was endorsed by the NFL officially, which was so good for VR. This was in the showcase to promote their plans for 2023 to focus on developing the multiplayer side of the experience, including a roster update to reflect the current state of the NFL, new game modes and feature improvements. I'm just so glad that they are updating the game rather than dropping NFL Pro Era 23, not like a FIFA. Thank you Status Pro for not pulling an EA Sports. It's in the game. Walkabout Mini Golf is also boasting an update for June the 8th that is based on Journey to the Centre of the Earth, a film you may have seen when you were younger, or a novel by the legend Jules Verne, where you will see dinosaurs, mushroom forests, and dark areas where you will need a flashlight in order to hit your ball. In July, we will also have a laser lair. This is a course that has a secret agent vibe. And in early 2024, we will have a Pocket Edition mobile app so flat screen and VR gamers can unite and have fun in one of the greatest social games around, Unity. DEMEO Battles. This is a hype title. DEMEO is such a sick game, but you do need to keep some time spare in order to play it. But now Resolution Games are offering something called DEMEO Battles. This is a multiplayer experience where you can face off in 1v1 or 2v2 battles with other opponents all over the world. DEMEO took the PvE approach, this one is taking the PvP approach. You will choose from the same set of characters, but you will also have to choose your dominion and cards. It's going to get heated, and friendships will be broken. And if they're not, you're not playing it right. We Are One, a game I played on the channel before. You may have seen it under a different name at one point, but seriously, this is one of the best VR puzzlers I have ever played. Not only does it look fantastic on standalone hardware, the premise of the title is unrivaled, where you work in a time loop where you can clone yourself and you have to assist yourself. So I will throw a gun over the wall, then the time loop will occur, I will clone myself, and I'll have to catch that gun that was thrown to me over the wall and shoot something. That's a bad example, hopefully I'm making sense, but things get really complex, tough and crazy. This is a must play in my book, and that's a book I'm still yet to write. The secret reveal, ASGARDS Wrath 2. ASGARDS Wrath 2 on Quest platforms is just nuts. It is also going to cost a whopping $60, making it one of the most expensive official Quest titles ever. But I have always said I will pay it if the game is worth it. VR titles are often at a lower price point, mixed with a lower player base, and it's less revenue for the devs, which means in theory less complex games and less effort and time spent on it. So this is a single player title that is offering over 60 hours of gameplay, so that's $1 an hour. That's a great deal. In this title, you'll be on the hunt for Loki, who is going to destroy the universe. You'll be able to control 4 different heroes on this journey with a variety of different weaponry, and the visuals as well, on standalone hardware, look fantastic. Has detailed textures still in the foreground, great use of colour and shadows, and in some sections it's just jaw-dropping. How is this running on Quest? This is going to be epic. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I really do hope you got something out of this. If you want to as well, please hit subscribe so you can join me next time for more games, news, and reviews. Have a great week, guys. Happy gaming. Good day!